Ever wondered how your morning oats are made? Well, you're in for a treat. Today, we delve into the fascinating world of oat production. Oats, a humble grain, have been a popular breakfast choice for centuries, savored by many across the globe. Why, you ask? It's due to their impressive nutritional value and remarkable versatility. You see, the history of oats is as rich and textured as the grain itself. Cultivated for centuries, oats have stood the test of time, feeding generations with their hearty goodness. From the ancient civilizations of the Fertile Crescent to modern-day breakfast tables, oats have been a constant, nourishing presence. They're more than just a breakfast staple. They're a testament to human ingenuity, to our age-old relationship with the land and its bounty. So how do these small but mighty grains make their way to your bowl each morning? Let's peel back the curtain and take a closer look at how these nutritious grains journey from the field to your breakfast bowl. The journey begins in the field, where the seeds are planted. In the world of oat cultivation, timing is everything. The ideal period for planting oat seeds typically falls in early spring, when the soil is just warming up from the winter chill. Why early spring, you ask? Well, oat seeds thrive best when they can take advantage of the cool, moist conditions prevalent during this season. Now let's talk about the ground beneath our feet, the soil. The perfect ground for oat planting is well-drained and rich in organic matter. This fertile soil acts as a nourishing cradle, providing the seeds with the nutrients they need to sprout into strong, healthy plants. Once the seeds are comfortably nestled in their soil beds, the waiting game begins. Over the course of several weeks, the seeds germinate and sprout, pushing their way up through the soil to reach for the light of the sun. The miracle of life unfolds right before our eyes as these tiny seeds transform into lush, green oat plants. But it's not just the soil and the season that matter, the weather plays a crucial role too. Oats are hardy plants, but they prefer a climate that's relatively cool and moist. Too much heat or dryness can stress the plants, affecting their growth and yield. During this growth period, the oat plants go through several stages. They start as seedlings, then grow into tillering plants, and finally, they produce a head, which is the part of the plant that contains the grain. As the season progresses, the green oat plants turn golden, signaling that they're ready for the next stage. This transformation is a sight to behold, a golden sea waving under the sun, ready to yield its bounty. But it's not just about the beauty. The golden hue is a telltale sign that the oats are ripe and ready for harvest. Yes, after several months of careful nurturing and growth under the watchful eyes of the farmers, the oat plants have reached their full potential. After months of careful nurturing, the oat plants are ready for harvest. Harvesting is a crucial step in the oats production process. This phase ushers in a fascinating sequence of events that is nothing short of a mechanical ballet. Typically, a machine known as a combine harvester is brought into play. This marvel of modern agriculture is designed to efficiently separate the valuable oats from the less useful chaff. The combine harvester in all its glory trundles across the oat fields, reaping, threshing, and winnowing in one fell swoop. As it moves, it gobbles up mature oat plants and, with unrivaled precision, separates the oats from the chaff. The chaff, essentially the dry, scaly protective casings, is expelled back into the field, while the precious grains are collected. These grains, the fruits of a season's labor, are then stored in large silos, ready for the next stage. It's a symphony of man, machine, and nature working in perfect harmony. Once harvested, the oats are ready for the next step. Processing. Scene script. Processing is where the oats are transformed into the product we recognize. Let's dive into the three main steps involved in this transformative process: hulling, steaming, and flaking. Each of these stages plays an essential role in turning raw oats into the wholesome, nutritious flakes we all know and love. First up is hulling. Think of hulling as the oats' equivalent of peeling an orange. The outer shell or hull of the oat grain is tough and inedible. So it's important to remove this hull to expose the delicious and nutritious inner kernel. Specialized hulling machines are used for this purpose. These machines are designed to separate the hull from the oat kernel without damaging the precious groat inside. It's a delicate process, but one that's crucial in preparing the oats for the next stage. Once the oats have been hulled, they're ready to be steamed. Now, why do we steam the oats? Well, steaming serves a dual purpose. Not only does it soften the oats, making them easier to process in the next stage, but it also helps to stabilize the oat groats. This means that the natural oils inside the oats are preserved, preventing them from going rancid. So when you open a packet of oats, you're greeted with fresh, nutritious flakes, rather than something that smells and tastes off. Finally, we arrive at the flaking stage. Here, the steamed oats are rolled out into thin flakes. This is achieved using large, heavy rollers that apply pressure to the oats, flattening them into the familiar shape we all associate with breakfast. It's the flaking process that gives oats their unique texture and allows them to cook quickly, whether you're making a bowl of porridge or baking a batch of cookies. So, there you have it, the three-step dance of oat processing: hulling to remove the outer shell, steaming to soften and stabilize, and flaking to create those well-loved oat flakes. After processing, the oats are ready for packaging. The final step in the journey is packaging and distribution. Here, our processed oats are prepared for their voyage to your breakfast table. This phase is crucial as it ensures the oats maintain their freshness and quality. It's not just about getting the oats to you, but ensuring that they arrive in the best possible condition. The oats are funneled into bags or boxes, each designed to protect and preserve. These containers aren't just functional, they're also designed to keep out moisture and air, the two most significant threats to the freshness of oats. The packaging process is a careful dance of preserving quality and ensuring longevity. Once packaged, the oats are ready for distribution. They're loaded onto trucks, ships and planes, set off on a journey to grocery stores, supermarkets, and your kitchen pantry. So the next time you pour those oats into your bowl, remember the careful process that brought them to you. And there you have it, from the field to your breakfast table. That's the journey of your morning oats. To sum up, the journey of your morning oats is a fascinating one. It all begins with the humble seed, planted in fertile grounds, nurtured by the sun and rain until it grows into a tall, robust oat plant. The harvest season arrives and the fields are transformed into a sea of golden grains, ripe and ready for picking. Post-harvest, these grains undergo a meticulous process of cleaning, hulling, and roasting, transforming them into the oats we know and love. But the journey doesn't end there. With care and precision, these oats are then packaged, sealed to retain their freshness and nutritious goodness. The final leg of the journey involves these packages being distributed across cities, towns, and perhaps even countries until they finally find their way to your local store. So, the next time you enjoy your morning oats, remember the journey they've been on to reach your bowl.